If you're a heating and air conditioning technician or even a salesperson, what do you need to know about big deals and big goals and big problems? And why does it matter? This is a fantastic question. I'm Scott Bell, coming to you live from Sacramento, California, on a perfect day to talk about sales and business, and a fantastic day to talk about you for HVAC technicians' sales secrets. This video is powered by sellingtechnicians.com. All right, so I do this thing for every 50th video that I put up on my YouTube channel. This is video number 1050. And I figured that I would share some concept strategies and ideas that I've picked up along the way. I've been fortunate to have a lot of good coaches and good mentors. So here's what you need to know. The bigger your goals are, the bigger problems you're going to have facing putting ideas, concepts, and strategies together. And this isn't like, gosh darn it, the universe is against me. No, the universe is testing you. And so I do have my $12 whiteboard, and I do have some contents and strategies and concepts to go over with you. But I want to reinforce, the bigger the goal, the bigger the deal, the bigger problems that you're going to face in between them. Is this an absolute? No. But is it something that happens about 80 to 90% of the time? Yeah. So you're like, hey, I'm really stretching to meet a new record goal for next year for sales. Here you go. Hey, I really want to get my business to the next level. Here you go. Hey, I really want to change this thing about my life, and it's really important to me. Like, it's like the magic genie universe points from the sky and goes, ha, 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 ha. Not today, Scott. Not today. It's like the universal's version of Matumbo. No, Scott, no. And so you send out a message and you signal the universe and you're like, I'm on to big things. The universe comes back and says, hey, I'm going to send you this ripple effect. I'm going to send you a bunch of problems and a bunch of issues, and it's a test. But nobody tells you it's a test. And that's the thing. You're like, hey, why does this keep happening to me? It happens to everybody. It's a test for me. It's a test. I just got done with a huge deal. It was the most challenging thing that I've done. And I'm just going to go over this list, okay? So you have, of course I use an ocean wave, right? You have a big project that you're working on. And the bigger this wave, the bigger this project, the bigger the problems that you're going to face. So you have focus and effort, okay? You have focus and effort. Congratulations, okay? There's some problems that come from that. You have inertia, like, what? I really don't want to do this right now. I know I got to do it, but I don't want to do this right now. You got your internal fights, like, am I good enough? Can I do this? Should I do this? So just remember, it's you against you first. It's you against everybody else second. That's why it's like right here. And then you got other people. Like, hey, what are you up to, Scott? Like, I'm working on a big project. Well, I need your help, okay? You got other events. Things happen in life. And it's like, how come every time I get started with something important, something crazy happens, okay? Then you got nature. You got like earthquakes, tornadoes, like things that are completely out of your control. You've got stress, and then you've got the mental things that you're like, hey, I got to keep focused. And all these things wrap up into like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-layer burrito. Going to give you a 90s reference, right? They roll up into a 7-layer burrito. And so, you start on your project, and then, you have overcome your problems and your issues with your internal drive and your inertia, and somebody comes and distracts you. Well, other people see your focus and like they feel left out. They're like, but me, what about me? And you're like, no, I got to focus. And they're like, hand up. Hey, no, I need your help. I need you to like, whatever it is that they need you to do. Like, you have this whole thing that you're trying to achieve, this whole, and they're going to keep interrupting you, right? Even if you put your phone on airplane mode, even if like they're going to find a way to be like, you're not giving me enough attention. I'm going to find a way to get your attention. Time out. We're going to find a way to get your attention. And so because they feel left out, they're acting out. Okay. So here is the thing. You have to have a roadmap. You need to have a reason to refocus. And so like, anytime that I have problems in my life, I draw out, hey, there's a bingo square. There's like a bingo grid. Here's all the things that could happen. And I kind of chuckle and I'm like, that wasn't on my bingo square. Getting a letter from the IRS wasn't on my bingo square. Getting a ticket in the mail wasn't on my bingo square. Getting cut off in traffic and getting into a car accident wasn't on my bingo square. And so like, you can build out a roadmap of problems that you've had in the past and just kind of chuckle. I'm like, I wasn't expecting that one. Right? So my question for you is, what's common on your bingo square? What are the normal things that happen anytime that you get into a big deal or to a big project? What are the things that are going to get in your way? You wake up in the morning and somebody has to talk to you on the phone. You get going after you get somebody off the phone, and like now there's another emergency, and you're like, how come this doesn't stop? Right? So For me, I look at it like this. Right now, I'm about 30 miles south of Sacramento, and it's about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. If I was going to drive north and I wanted to get to the north side of Sacramento, it'd probably take me 90 minutes because of traffic. And I'm like, okay, it's just traffic time. If I want to drive to San Francisco from where I'm at, it's about 90 minutes most of the time. Coming back is like 4 hours at this time. If I wanted to drive to South Lake Tahoe, it's like 90 miles that direction. But it takes me about 2 hours and 30 minutes to get there. It's probably raining today. Maybe 3 hours. I know what I'm getting into. And so the reason I'm bringing this up is if you're getting into a deal, you should take the thought of here is all the things that are going to happen. Here's the problems that I'm going to face while I'm in this deal. I know they're going to happen. I'm planning for them. I'm planning for problems. I'm planning for issues. I'm planning for struggles. It's a test. It's not meant to be harmful. It's a test. Do you deserve? The universe is Scott Sullivan Bell, do you deserve this award? And I'm like, yes, I do, because I fought through everything that was going on. Okay. Most people give up. So I'm going to share a couple of strategies with you that are going to help you out. But before we get there, you should absolutely join my email publication. Go to this URL, type it into a browser, drop in your name, your email address, maybe your phone number. I'll give you the goods. Not in the Facebook group, not in the YouTube channel, which means private coaching, private training, discounted coaching, discounted training. It's an email publication. And occasionally, my name's Scott. I try to sell you stuff. In fact, I was going to keep this as a private training, but I said, this is something that I wish that I would have known 20 years ago when I first got started. These are the things that happen. Okay. So you're going to create a distraction plan. What are you going to do when you're distracted? What are you going to do when you get emotional and you get angry? Okay. So I have given myself a rule that when I'm mad and I recognize I'm mad, I pull out my phone and I set a timer for 15 minutes. And I'm I can be mad for 15 minutes. And then I'm okay, I can beat this madness and get out of this anger if I talk like a pirate or if I talk like a 30s gangster. I've allotted 30 minutes or 15 minutes, but I don't need 15 minutes. Can I move faster out of this problem? Can I move faster out of this issue? Can I pull into traffic and sing along with Bohemian Rhapsody? Can I do something that's going to make me laugh? Can I play a playlist on my YouTube video, right? Because at the end of the day, you got to get back into your mission and purpose. My mission and purpose. I've got to, as you're watching this, it's heading into the last quarter of the year, okay? I have a huge goal to hit by the end of the year. I believe it's completely doable. The universe is Scott, it's throwing stuff in my way. It's like they're at the top of the wave and they're throwing stuff at me. Ha ha, you kook, right? And they're laughing because the universe is all the way up here going, I see you, Scott. I see you. But all of this list of stuff, I'm going to throw it in your way and I'm going to give you plus more. Just because it's on the list doesn't mean that you're not going to get more. So you have the ultimate capability to really think through, how do I fix this? And this happens to freaking everyone. It happens to me. It happens to you. It happens to that dude. It happens to that chick. It happens to freaking everyone. Okay. So once again, the universe is asking hey, dude, chick, are you worthy? Are you worthy? I grew up in, I was born in the 70s. So I'm going to give you a movie to reference, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. There's a point where he's got to cross this trestle and he's got to trust, he's got to take a faith of leap. It's asking, are you worthy to have belief in yourself? And my answer is most of the time, yes. Sometimes I suck at this, right? I know these things. And sometimes I'm gosh, darn it, universe, you got me on this one. Okay. So, what you need to do is figure out how to put a timer on being mad, being angry, being frustrated, so you could get back to doing what you don't want to do, what you need to do to get back to prove the universe that you belong. Okay. So I'm going to say, build out your blueprint, and the things that are going to pull on your mission and purpose, you need to be aware of what those are and who those people are, right? Hey, you're leaving me alone. I'm lonely. I need some attention. I feel left out. The people in my life, in my really big deal, pulled the I feel really left out and caused a lot of issues and problems for me. So you have to create an internal message that you're going to tell yourself, I deserve this. I belong. This is for me. The universe is going to provide, but they're going to put some roadblocks, right? And I just kind of got to laugh at them. I just kind of got to okay, this is the game that's being played. All right. So I'll tell you, every time I go through TSA, you want to talk about funny. I'm flying from Honolulu to the Big Island, and, I go through TSA and they're beep, 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 random check. And I'm not random. So couple days later, I'm flying to Kauai from Honolulu. Beep, beep, beep. Random check. A few days later, I'm flying home to Sacramento. Beep, beep, beep. Random check. And I'm like, this is just the game that I'm up against, right? They're going to tell you it's a random check, but it's never meant to be real. I've watched a ton of videos lately on getting stuff done in the military. And when they put the military, the leaders put people through problems and issues, they're never going to be right. They're never going to get it right. They're just seeing how they deal with the problems and the conflict and the issues that are created by saying, hey, that you're wrong and you're not going to get this. And for whatever reason, you don't deserve it. And like the people who are supposed to be there go, time out. I recognize that this is a game and I understand the rules, and your rules are to tell me that I can't have it, and my rules are to tell me that I got to keep going. So what are you going to tell yourself? Like, I would encourage you right now to figure out, hey, what is it that I'm going to say to myself? What are the things that I'm going to tell myself when I'm going through struggles, when I'm going through issues? And I'd say make that list right now. And then, make your list of what you're going to do when you're having a bad day. I've got a playlist on my phone that's all stand-up comedy. I've got music that I listen to, which is French Touch 2000, early 2000, like think Daft Punk, French house, like that era of life. Like, oh my goodness, I love that type of music. Like ribeyes, tacos, foot massages. Believe it or not, a brand new haircut with a brand new razor always puts me in a good mood. So, you may think like, oh, Scott, you don't ever have to cut your hair. Like, I'm not totally bald. I got the monk thing going on right here. If I let my hair grow out, I got the skullet thing going down. So it's like, but a good haircut, a cold shower for me. Like, it doesn't have to be money. You don't have to go buy stuff. It's just recognizing that you're in a struggle and you got to figure out a way to get out of it. I'm just going to promise you, you've got this. It's going to feel like the universe is working against you, because it is. Now that you know the rules, like, oh, Scott warned me of this. Like, I'm out in the Delta. So in Sacramento, there's a bunch of rivers or a bunch of waterways. And on the way back home, it's a 2-lane road on a levee, right? It's dangerous when people aren't paying attention. And I'm giving you hey, pay attention. The universe isn't 100% completely against you. The universe is testing you. They're like, do you belong? You should raise your hand and say yes. And sometimes you have to believe that other people believe in you. Like I believe in you. As long as it's moral and it's ethical, I believe that you should do whatever you're doing. If you're doing something that's immoral or unethical, don't come to me. Like, don't ask me for help. I'm not going to participate in that game. But if you're like, hey, Scott, can you just give me like a digital high five and tell me to keep going? Absolutely. And just remember, the universe is questioning, do you deserve this? Do you belong? It sounds a little woo-woo, right? Warning. Oh, we're going a little woo. You got one of 3 things to do from here. Just one of 3. Find the subscribe button. Click on it. Every time I send out a video, you'll get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, you know what you got to do. Share this video with a friend. We'll see you soon.